Hey again, guys. Do you know what I like to do when I get done playing with my new reflex bag? I like to look at some baseball cards. So I got one of these reflex bags. I thought I'd try it out. Looked like fun and good exercise, good workout. I haven't been making many videos, as you know. I was making like almost every day a video, sometimes more than one. But I've been I've been a little involved in other things, and the current hobby has just, I'm not too excited about it, to be honest with you. And I've been a little down on the hobby. Now we have the National coming up. I'm gonna be rooming with Rick, Vintage Oddball Carts. Maybe he'll bring me a Ty Cobb or Honus Wagner or something to cheer me up. Now that all he buys are Babe Ruths, maybe he can part with some of those other rare cards. I don't know. So, I've been eating well, training extra hard. I lost some weight. I'm getting more fit and lean, down to like 176 pounds, just under 176, which I haven't been in several years, probably during COVID when I had to stop working out. So I've been, training. I'm everything that's going on in the world. I'm like ready to go live off the grid, man. And with Fanatics taking over the whole entire hobby, I'm in training for the Fanatics takeover. Fanatics is taking over the world. So I know I was looking to maybe get in on their IPO, but I know it was supposed to be out in December. I guess it got delayed. I'm not sure. I think I'm not sure when it's coming, but I think it's coming up pretty soon. I got to see Zombie Collector, Jason. He was in Myrtle Beach. His son was playing in a baseball tournament. Cal Ripken has a facility there, and people come from all over the country to play in baseball tournaments there constantly. So it was great to see him in person. And I got just a few things to show. Number one, I got this fabulous 1972 baseball magazine with Vida Blue and Roberto Clemente. I haven't been buying many cards, but I picked up a few magazines. I got this 1980 magazine with Willie Stargell. And I got this old Sporting News with Manny Sanguillen. I picked up 67 Philadelphia Raymond Berry. And who remembers this guy? And he doesn't get any hobby love. Isaac Bruce. He and Torrey Holt, man, they were exciting to watch. Now, a while back, I had vocalized, I had done several videos, I talked about it a lot, that I hate the term junk era, and that, only investors would call cards junk. Collectors would never call cards junk. I think we all have cards from that era, and I think we all love them. I know I love mine. And I had put it out, out to kind of a vote. I had solicited comments on a better name for it, and came up with 7 or 8, and then I put them out and narrowed it down, and the winner by far was to rename it the Boom Era. And so ever since then, I've been calling that era the Boom Era. And those cards are still special to me, and I know a lot of you. I know during that time, I knew a guy that was on Wall Street. He was on the floor of Wall Street, and he was telling me, in the late 80s, early 90s, that these Wall Streeters were buying these things by the case. They were buying up baseball cards when they first started to go up during that first big run up. And, you could go on years later, Craigslist or eBay or whoever, anywhere they were selling stuff, you would see people with pictures of their garage just loaded up with boxes and cases and all these different cards from all over the place. I remember a number of years ago, somebody reached out to me, and a guy had inherited his father's cards. He had passed away, had a card shop at one time, asked me to come and assess his collection. And when I got there, it was all these kinds of cards. Nothing, it was just all those cards that you really can't give away. And I was trying to explain to him that they really didn't have much value. And he was trying to, ask me, like, well, isn't there a per card price, like 20 cents per card, something like that? And I'm like, it just doesn't work that way. That's not, these things are not currency. It just doesn't work that way. But everybody was used to the old Beckett price guides. And, if it was a common, it was worth this. And if it was a star or a certain card, it was worth this. If it was a rookie card, it was worth this. But there's just cases and cases and boxes of these things laying all over the place. And so the people like these Wall Streeters and people that were investing and they were going to retire on these baseball cards, or their kids were going to inherit an absolute fortune, they termed this thing the junk wax era. I certainly didn't. 1987 Topps is one of my favorite all-time sets. Love it. Love all my 80s stuff, early 90s. That said, I got this card, Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen. This scorecard here. I love this score set, man. This is one of my favorite football sets. I just love it. Love the pro set too. Bo Jackson. What he could have been. What he could have been if he didn't hurt his hip. Man, what a tragedy. I remember watching that live. That was a night game, right? I think it was that on Monday Night Football, I think? I remember watching it. So, hey, that's pretty much what I have for you. I wanted to jump on here and do another video because it's been a little while and say hi. Oh my God, I just realized I never bought a ticket to the National. All I bought was an airline ticket. I guess I better go get a ticket to it, huh? But I am looking forward to the National. I'm looking forward to meeting so many of you and meeting new people, seeing people that I've already met again. And maybe that will rejuvenate me. I don't know. It depends on the vibe, because with the current hobby, it might just have the opposite effect. I don't know. I've been not been buying much at all. And I probably should be with the prices going down, but I used to get mail just about every day, and I get mail almost never. Some days I haven't even gotten junk mail. But I was, I got this new Reflex bag, and man, when I first put it together, I got it last night. First time I ever hit the darn thing. Never tried it ever. I put it together, and I had my garage door open, and I was messing around, and I hit it, and it went flying. And it went flying out, and it nicked my car. And my car has underneath a little bit of a scratch. And I was very, very depressed about it. Very depressed about it. And so I went on to the car company's website, put in my VIN and everything, and I ordered some touch-up paint. And they responded immediately this morning telling me that I can't get it. Check back in a few months because I guess the car's too new. They don't even sell it yet. It's a special. They only made 500 of them. It's a special matte paint. And so I was a little depressed about this because this thing was cherry. I've had it for a year and a half. It has 2,000 miles on it. Not a mark on it until I did that. And then I started to think about it, and I'm like, you know what? It's a little bit of it's too clean. It looks tougher with that little scratch on it. And I'm embracing it now. I might put a scratch on the other side too. Thank God it's down low, but It looks a little more mean. So, oh well, could be worse. There's other things in life. You know, you think about the submarine disaster, or I don't know, these victims of horrific crimes or whatever. There's tragedies every day. And if the worst thing that happens to me is a little scratch on my car, so be it. I used to get depressed about scratches years ago. And I look back and, you know, it happened so long ago, like it doesn't affect my life. And, you know, I kind of took that attitude for work and for things. You know, if you're having a bad day, in 2 weeks, no one's going to remember it. You know, for the most things, time heals all wounds, most things. And you just have to put it into perspective sometimes. So, hey, that's what I have for you. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time.